In this video, we are going to talk about AR, some of its recent price action, the important support and resistance areas, and where we can expect the price of AR to go in the next few days and weeks. So we'll look at the weekly chart, and what we can see right here is that AR has been in a very clear downtrending channel for many years now. I've drawn these trend lines in my last video about AR that I have made a while ago, and since 2024, since April to May of 2024, back when AR hit the upper part of this channel, since then, it has only been dumping. AR already dumped over 95%, and the structure of AR is looking absolutely horrible, honestly. There is no sign of the dump stopping anytime soon. Maybe we could say that the dump has been slightly slowing down and that AR is in a consolidation recently, in recent weeks. This is a pattern that I've seen on many other altcoins recently as well. Many other altcoins have been dumping a lot and recently started consolidating. This is following Bitcoin actually getting a significant relief rally. Bitcoin went from about 60k to over 75k. We got a very significant rally recently, and following that, most altcoins haven't gotten the rally as well and have been lagging behind Bitcoin, but they have usually at the very least started consolidating and slowed down with the dump. But in my opinion, we are still pretty clearly in a bear market, and despite Bitcoin getting a significant rally, this is likely a counter trend rally, and Bitcoin will most likely continue dumping further in the following months. So once that happens, in my opinion, most altcoins will dump following Bitcoin and likely even dump more than it. So it seems a lot more likely to me that AR will just continue dumping further in the next few months. AR is basically below every single support area. The only support area that it has left is this one from the October 2025 liquidation event. Back then, AR, as well as basically the entire crypto market, dumped very violently for just a few minutes and then recovered back up. On this chart of Binance, this is about $1.2, but really it's a different price depending on what chart you look at. So I really don't like this support area, but it is basically the only one we have left. This trend line that used to be a very strong support area in the past is actually below zero now. As you can see, this trend line is at about minus $2 right now. So it's basically non-existent. It's not an actual support area that we can look at. So really, this area of $1.2 is the last hope for AR on the chart, in my opinion. And if it continues dumping and even crosses below that, then there is really no floor for AR. I don't see where it could even stop dumping. If I look back many years, there are no support areas. AR is in a very, very bad position. It's still in a very clear downtrend. Despite Bitcoin doing very well recently, it's still only consolidating and there are no crucial support areas to look at. So in my opinion, the only real chance AR has is if we see an alt season across the entire altcoin market. And right now, in my opinion, as I've said in many videos in the past, this is still very far away. For us to see an altcoin season, we would first need to see Bitcoin and Ethereum crossing into new all-time highs. Right now, this is very far from the reality in the market. So I really don't see any reason for AR to do well anytime soon. And I think that it's a lot more likely that it will just continue dumping further. Of course, in the short term, anything could happen. This is a very small market cap altcoin. It's very volatile. You could see a quick rally here and there, as we've seen many times in the past. And such a rally could actually be very significant, but in the long term, I'm really not too optimistic about AR, and I think that it's actually one of the worst looking altcoins across the entire altcoin market. And as I said, in general, I'm not too optimistic about altcoins as well. So with both of these things combined, both the altcoin market not doing so well and AR specifically looking quite bad, I would definitely avoid AR at the moment. Obviously, this is not financial advice whatsoever, but I would personally definitely avoid AR. Of course, I will keep updating you guys and making more videos if I see that something interesting is happening, so make sure to subscribe to not miss that out. And of course, with it being such a small market cap and volatile altcoin, anything could happen. They could be making a video about AR in a week and everything could change, but I think that it's very unlikely and that it's a lot more likely that in the long term, AR will just continue dumping a lot further. Really, the only sign I could see for AR to start a more sustainable rally is if it starts creating a structure of higher highs and higher lows. We could say potentially that it started maybe creating a new higher high, but not really. No, I can't really say that at the moment. I would first need to see AR at the very least crossing this area of $2.2, and even then it would still be a very weak signal. So yeah guys, I'm really not liking what I'm seeing here on the chart. I think I'm gonna keep this one short. I don't have much else to say. That's going to be it for this video about AR. Make sure to subscribe to not miss any future updates about AR as well as other altcoins. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.